Is your aim garbage? Are you tired of always whiffing your shots? Is your PP small? Well, I'm here to help you with 2 out of these 3 things. Cause today, we're diving deep into a topic that's often misunderstood. But here's the twist. I'm here to tell you that your aim might not be the root of the problem. And as always, if you are serious about improving, watch until the end to understand how to implement all of it. Aiming is crucial. No doubt about that. But what separates the pros from the rest is their game sense and positioning. Knowing what your enemies might be, predicting their moves, and choosing the right angles can make or break a game. This is why instead of giving you a warm-up and a routine, I'll give you the building blocks that you're going to use in your journey of climbing the ranks. I will not give you tips in every single aspect of the game because consuming a lot of content in all of the aspects in which you are bad at is not beneficial. You probably have heard of having a good crosshair placement, movement, mental, but how often do you try to actively improve in all of it? Instead of trying to improve in all of it at once, focus in one aspect per week. Actually improve it and then move to the next one, the next week. The aspect that I will talk about in this video is crucial to win rounds, and you're not trying your best if you don't often do this. In my last video, I gave you an example. Picture this. You're in Pearl, and you're on attack side. Your Reyna is rushing A by herself, while you're clearing angles mid. And Jet is upping B. Not only are you lost, but everyone else in the team is too. No one knows what side to hit, or if they should rush or be quiet. Suddenly, Reyna rushes A by herself, gets a pick, and then gets eliminated. She starts raging at the team. Everyone starts fighting with everyone, and then in an instant, the game is lost.
Attackers win.
How do you actually come up with a plan to win the round though? There are 3 things that you can use to inspire your plans, and the last one covers the most. Everyone go ahead. The first plans you should come up with should be simple. Many of you may want to control your teammates, tell the Sova exactly how to dart, or the Killjoy exactly where to put her turret. You can certainly do all this, but it is a bit difficult to do it at the beginning. Instead, start simple. Tell your team to hit A this round. You can tell them to 5-stack or split through mid, whatever feels right. This may be too straightforward, but more often than not, a lot of your teammates will just run towards the enemy with no coordination. Sometimes, this is the case even in higher elos. So a simple plan does improve your chances of winning a ton. And the best part is that you can start to see what the best approach to winning more rounds is. Maybe you told your team to hit A 4 times in a row. You won the first 3, but the last one you lost. One of the reasons you lost may be because the enemy caught up to your strategy of just going A. So you can adapt accordingly. It is very important to notice what works and what doesn't when you're coming up with strats, so you can call plays that work more often. And do you want to know a secret to call things that work more often? Copy someone who calls them. Many pros who are Radiant or Immortal 3 got to these ranks not only by raw mechanics, but by doing plays that work more often than not. Let's say for instance you call 2 plays the exact same way in every feature but one. The first time you call, the play is to 5-stack rush connector through B link. It seems crazy, but you don't have good guns, so it's okay if you lose this round. It starts off well, you flash double doors, get a kill, and your team is right behind you, ready to win. Your team starts rushing connector, but all of a sudden gets shot by 2 players with vandals from far away. In a different game, you call for the same strat, 5-stack rush connector through B link. Only this time, you tell the Omen to put a smoke right here. Instead of getting 1 kill on your eco run, you actually win it. Just because of that smoke. The 2 players who probably have vandals on the other side of that smoke couldn't see your team. So you're able to win the close range fights with your worst guns and win the round. This small improvement in your play is something that pros do all the time. You should try to watch them play. Find the reason why they did something and try it yourself. Let's watch a round from NRG Som. I love Som. He's my nephew. You can copy not only the smoke he plays stairs, but the TP in Robo too, which is a great use of Omen's kit. You can also call what he did, which is to fake A by opening the door 3, but actually going B.
She's working as well, no?
One's upper, one's
Without
upper.
It's close door. Could be, could
Hold
be.
back my turret.
Now you see, I thought about faking A in my competitive games before and going B, but opening the tree door sells the fake a bit more and I copied this from his bot. You don't always have to copy though. You can do whatever you want. Try to come up with new strategies, especially when you don't seem to know how to win the next round. On your eco, you can even tell your whole team to 5-stack backside with shorties. Or you can tell them to 5-stack B long on bind, take TP, and then go back to B, and then take TP again, and then go back to hookah, and then go side, and then take TP. Do whatever you want. You can come up with any strat you want as long as you're considering what your team can use and what you're fighting against, which is guns, abilities, and ultimates available. Try to focus on one winning condition. This condition can be related to things available to you, and it can be related to things available to your enemy. If you're one ult orb away from an ult, make a plan centered around getting that orb. If you have enough to buy this round and the next, but your team doesn't, buy a hero rifle and tell your team to stay close to you and help you get kills. And if you die, tell them to recycle the gun. Or if you know that the enemy chamber is often dry peeking showers, tell them to hold for him with an up. Just focus on one round winning condition, and if it happens, that is often enough for you to win the round. If it doesn't happen, figure out why and fix it. Remember to consider what is available to the other team. For example, on my attack half on Lotus, I always check if they have util to contest a main. If they have a nade and a breach and we don't have anyone that can use utility to go robo and contest A, I will call for my team to go C. Yo, they only have a phase East to hold us A main. I think we just rush A. Or if they have a Fade or a Sky who can easily clear corners, I won't try to be sneaky and play in hookah with the shotgun. The opposite is true also. If I see that the enemy team doesn't have any util to contest A main, I will go A main. And if I see that they don't have a recon, I will play sneaky with the shotgun because I will have the advantage. Also, the most important part to take from this is to figure out what works and what doesn't work and improve on it. Try this side of Valorant out for a week. Really focus on it, improve at least a little bit, and then the next week focus on another aspect in which you are lacking. In my opinion, this method of improvement is the best to actually rank up. Follow me on Twitch if you think the video was helpful. And another side you can work on the next week is how to call your plants, which is the topic of this video.